Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone.
We are from the last group 12 of RJ, and my name is Putri Khairunnisa with NPM 587.
My name is Laila Fauziah with NPM 582.
My name is Averroes Al-Qusyairi with NPM 586.
We will looking for public sign at Kota Tua. So, let's accompany us to find it by watching this video until the end. Let's go. Let's go. We choose Kota Tua as the place for this research because Kota Tua is a historical tourist destination that is often visited by local and foreign tourists. Likewise, the museum in Kota Tua. As public space that function to provide information, education, and entertainment, the existence of signage is very important to help visitors understand the rules, find direction, and maintain comfort and safety while in the museum area. We visit two museums in Kota Tua, namely the Jakarta History Museum or Museum Fathahila and the Museum of Fine Arts and Ceramics.
There are 5 public signs that we found, and we will analyze these public signs with pragmatics. The analysis speech act theory to identify directive, assertive, or commissive acts in public signs. Semiotics to explore the semiotic meaning with Barthes 3-level analysis, denotation, connotation, myth contained in the signs. Linguistic landscape to identify the sources top-down versus bottom-up of the signs and their socio-cultural implications. I'm Averroes Al-Qusyairi as researching sign through pragmatics.
I'm Laila Fauziah as researching sign through semiotics.
I'm Putri Khairunnisa as researching science through linguistic landscape. And before we move, there are 6 key findings in this video. First, signage and museum, Kota Tua, pragmatics, semiotics, and linguistic landscape.
Well, let's discuss the sign that we have gotten with these 3 subfields. First sample is dilarang menaiki dan menyentuh koleksi. Please do not climb on or touch the collection.
In pragmatics, this sign is a form of directive speech act that asks visitors not to climb or touch the collections on display. This prohibition was created to protect the museum's collections with a no-touching hand symbol and text in 2 languages, Indonesian and English, so that the message is easily understood by all visitors from different backgrounds. The aim is to limit physical touch in order to preserve the collection.
Next, in semiotics, first denotation. The sign has a red background with white text. It says in Indonesian, dilarang menaiki dan menyentuh koleksi, and in English, please do not climb on or touch the collection. A hand symbol with a red circle and diagonal line indicates prohibition. The sign clearly warns visitors not to touch or climb on the museum's collection. Second, for connotation, the red color symbolizes warnings or prohibitions, emphasizing that touching or climbing the collection is not allowed. The hand symbol with a circle and diagonal line clearly conveys that and reinforces this rule. In addition, the use of Indonesian and English reflects openness, welcoming both local and international visitors. Last one is myth. Museums are important places to preserve cultural heritage, so the collections in them must be maintained. Visitors should abide by the rules as a form of discipline and help maintain the collection. English language signs help international visitors understand the information. By obeying the rules, we are helping to protect the museum collection for future generations.
And the last one is linguistics landscape. This sign is a top-down sign created by the museum management to enforce rules and maintain order. This sign uses 2 languages, Bahasa Indonesia and English, to reach both locals and international travelers. The word please is used to give a polite impression and encourage visitors to follow the rules without feeling bossy. This sign provides rules for visitors not to touch or climb on certain collection. Well, we move on the second sample, which is no food or drink area.
In pragmatics, this sign is a directive speech act that asks visitors not to bring or consume food and drinks in a certain area. The no food or drink sign with a crossed-out picture of a burger and a drink aims to maintain cleanliness and protect exhibits from damage. These restrictions help keep exhibition spaces neat, organized, and protect artifacts according to museum rules.
Next, in semiotics, first denotation. The sign prohibits bringing food or drinks into the area, featuring a red circle with a crossed-out hamburger and drink symbol, reinforced by the text "No food or drink area." Second, in connotation. The red circle symbol with a diagonal line means a prohibition that must be obeyed. The symbol of hamburgers and drinks do not just represent a specific food, but symbolizes all kinds of food and drinks. English is used on the signage to make the message understandable to international visitors, expanding the museum's reach. In the context of a museum, these signs are reminders to keep clean, ensure safety, and protect the objects on display. And in myth, design encourages people to maintain cleanliness and order in public spaces, especially in museums. It shows the importance of preserving our shared culture and history. With English symbol and text, this sign can be understood by many people. The rule not to bring food or drinks aims to keep the museum clean, safe, and comfortable for all visitors.
Last is linguistic landscape. The sign is a top-down sign created by the museum management to protect the environment, support the rules of cleanliness and order. The sign reads "No food or drink area" with the burger and drink band symbols crossed out to make the band clear. The use of English is intended for international visitors. The sign prohibits visitors from eating or drinking in certain areas to prevent damage to museum exhibits, maintain cleanliness, and create a neat and safe space for all visitors. Let's move on to the third sign. Please do not touch nor put things on the table.
In pragmatics, this sign is a directive speech act that asks visitors not to touch or place objects on the exhibited collection. Please don't touch nor put things on the table. It's written in capital letters to emphasize this important rule. The goal is to protect the collection from damage so that it can still be enjoyed by other visitors. This rule maintains the preservation of the collection and reminds us of the importance of following the rules during the exhibition.
Okay, next in semiotics. First, in denotation, this sign has a white background with text in English. Please do not touch nor put things on the table. There is a prohibition symbol in the form of a red circle with an illustration of a hand that looks like it is placing something with a diagonal line. The sign prohibits touching or placing objects on top of the collection. Second, connotation. The sign uses a prohibition symbol in the form of a red circle with an illustration of a hand that looks like it is putting something down with a diagonal line to remind visitors to take care of the table as part of the museum's collection. The sign is written in English so that it can be easily understood by international visitors. This sign is placed right above the table, so it is clearly visible and ensures that the message is not missed. And in the myth, museums are places to preserve valuable cultural heritage and must be maintained. Visitors need to obey the rules so that the collection is not damaged, because preserving heritage is a shared responsibility. The use of English in museums shows its role as a place that connects people from different countries.
Last is in linguistic landscape. The sign is a top-down sign created by museum management to protect the collection and ensure the preservation of exhibits. The sign features an illustration of a hand putting something down with a red diagonal line to reinforce the rule. Text in English, including the word please, is used to be friendly and understandable to international tourists. The sign reminds visitors not to touch or place anything on the museum's collection to preserve their integrity. Next, we move on to the fourth sign, jalur evakuasi, evacuation route.
In pragmatics, this sign is an assertive speech act. Its main purpose is to provide information and direct people to the nearest safe exit route in the event of an emergency. The use of two languages Indonesian English is used for easy understanding by local and international visitors. The row symbol helps to clearly indicate directions, especially in disaster-prone areas such as fires or earthquakes. It shows the institution's responsibility in maintaining safety by following protocols.
Next, in semiotics, for the notation, the sign has a green background and white text that says jalur evakuasi in both Indonesian and evacuation route in English. Then there is an arrow pointing to the right and an illustration of a human figure running towards the door. Literally, this sign shows the evacuation route or road to take in an emergency. For connotation, the sign has a green background which generally translates to safety and clearance, indicating a safe path to travel. The illustration of a running person symbolizes urgency and the importance of quick action in emergency situations, while the arrow to the right provides clear direction. The use of two languages, Indonesian and English, reflects that the museum is welcoming to both local and international visitors. And for me, this sign reminds visitors of the importance of safety and emergency preparedness. Using two languages, Indonesian and English, the sign facilitates communication between local and international visitors. It also emphasizes the importance of following the rules to maintain order and prevent chaos.
In linguistic landscape, the sign is also a top-down sign created by museum management to ensure the safety of visitors and staff during emergency. The arrow to the right indicates the direction of the designated evacuation route. The signs are in both Bahasa Indonesia and English for local and international visitors to understand, especially during emergencies. The purpose of these signs is to help evacuations run quickly and orderly, and to protect everyone. Okay guys, we come to the last sign, which is alat pemadam api, fire extinguisher.
In pragmatics, this sign is an assertive speech act, as it provides information to the reader about the location of the fire extinguishers at the venue. This sign has a red background, generally indicates danger or emergency, and uses two languages, Indonesian and English, so that the message can be understood by everyone, both local and international. This sign shows the location of fire extinguishers, easily placed on the walls of public places, such as museums, to help people find them in an emergency. It serves as a guide to the location of fire extinguishers and relies on lexical and visual context for the message to be understood.
Next, in semiotics, denotation. This sign is an inverted triangle with a red background and white text that reads alat pemadam api on top and fire extinguisher underneath. There is also a symbol of a fire extinguisher and a burning fire, as well as a downward arrow indicating the position of the extinguisher. The red color on these signs symbolizes a warning or danger, while the symbol of a fire extinguisher and fire indicates that this tool is used to extinguish fires. Connotation. This sign uses the color red to signal the need for immediate action and draw attention in emergency situations. Reinforced with symbols of fire extinguisher and flames, as well as downward pointing arrows, this sign make it easy for people to locate equipment quickly. Myth. This sign provides information on fire extinguisher to protect people on property in accordance with international safety standards and regulations. With the use of two languages, this sign make it easy for everyone to understand. In addition, this sign encourages people to be disciplined and know how to use fire extinguisher in an emergency.
Linguistic landscape. This sign is also a top-down sign created by the museum management to ensure public safety in formal situation. The sign shows a fire extinguisher with a fire symbol and an arrow to its location. The aim is to help visitors and staff find it quickly during a fire. The signs is in Indonesian and English, so it is easily understood by everyone. The sign is important for the safety of the museum emergency. Conclusion. This research highlights the important role of public signage in the Museum of Kota Tua in providing information, education, and maintaining order in a culturally diverse environment. The signs effectively regulate visitor behavior and shape perceptions of cultural identity and values.
Overall, Design promote order, respect for diversity and cultural values, and provide insight into how public sign reflect community values in modern urban spaces.